You sent over some really fascinating sources this week. It's all about how information sort of ripples out there. And it really highlights a challenge, doesn't it? Like, how do you stay on top of what's buzzing without just getting, well, completely swamped by screens all the time?
Oh, absolutely. It's a huge thing. And that's basically our mission for this deep dive. We're going to look at two things you sent. They seem different, but they're connected. First, a snapshot of trending global searches like right now.
Yeah.
And second, this really interesting platform that's trying to change how we take in knowledge. The goal is basically to pull out the key bits, give you a shortcut to being pretty well informed without all the noise.
Exactly. And the interesting part is when you focus on those key bits, you start asking why. Why these topics? So the idea is you get some solid knowledge pretty quickly, maybe uncover a few surprising things, have those aha moments, and we'll definitely respect your time doing it. Okay, so let's unpack this, starting with that first source, the trending topics. This isn't just some static list, right? It's like a real-time pulse. Shows you the sheer volume, the immediacy of what people are actually searching for.
Yeah, and what's fascinating really is how incredibly diverse topics just grab everyone's attention almost instantly. And it often blurs the lines, between like personal drama, public health stuff, just general curiosity.
Totally. Look at the top trend here, starting July 17th, 2025, Andy Byron. Over 2 million searches. And the core story seems to be the CEO, who's also an astronomer apparently, caught in a viral moment at a Coldplay concert, specifically the Kiss Cam, which, well, that just set off this huge wave of searches about cheating. Someone called Kristen Cabot and his wife, Megan Kerrigan Byron.
hmm And that Andy Byron thing, it's more than just idle curiosity, isn't it? It really shows how fast a personal story can get sort of consumed globally. Lines get blurred between private life and public chat. And it drives this immediate, almost raw demand for info. You can see related searches pop up for his company, the Astronomer Company, and places like US Weekly. It really makes you think twice about what you read online, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. What need are we trying to fill when we all search for the same thing? Anyway, moving from personal drama, there's another big way curiosity gets sparked: public health concerns.
Which brings us to the next trend. Chronic venous insufficiency. This is a medical condition, right? Affects blood flow in the legs. Over 500,000 searches starting July 18th. And this seems directly linked to chatter around Trump, specifically searches like Trump diagnosed, Trump health, and even Trump ankles. Right, and this brings up a really important point, I think, about how we process this kind of information, especially with public figures. Our goal here, just to be clear, is just to show what people are searching for, things like venous insufficiency symptoms, Trump leg swelling. We're not, weighing in on the viewpoints or the medical claims themselves. It's about seeing that instant public curiosity, the sheer volume of searches that often, frankly, gets ahead of verified facts.
Okay, so understanding what grabs the world's attention, whether it's a viral moment or a health trend, it naturally leads to the next question. How do we actually handle all this information? How do we navigate it without getting overwhelmed? And that brings us neatly to the second source you sent, Kvikoo podcast. It seems like a platform offering, well, maybe an answer to that exact problem.
Exactly, and it connects right back to that feeling of digital overload, of screen fatigue. Kvikoo's whole philosophy is built around this. It's an audio-first, eye-friendly platform. That's their term, built for smart listening. The key thing isn't just that it's audio, it's that it's designed as a kind of antidote.
Yeah, that makes sense. Their whole pitch seems to be about substance without strain, getting insights without having to watch something, learning that respects your time, maybe even your health, your eyesight. It strips away the visuals, which kind of forces you into a deeper listening, right? It turns passive hearing into active learning. And they stress accessibility to clear narration, no reliance on visuals, fully accessible with transcripts. That's pretty central.
And they're aiming it pretty broadly.
Yeah.
Screen fatigued professionals, definitely the blind and low vision communities, but also just multitaskers, commuters, lifelong learners, anyone really. They're based in Singapore, apparently, but the core idea feels universal because clarity shouldn't require a screen. It's about offering a real alternative in our very visual world.
So putting it together, understanding both what the world's curious about, those trending searches, and these new ways to stay informed, like Kvikoo. That seems pretty powerful today.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it leaves you with a thought, doesn't it? In this age where we're just flooded with information, where digital fatigue is, well, it's real. What if prioritizing audio-first content could fundamentally change things. Not just what we learn, but maybe how we actually interact with and understand the world around us.
Something to definitely think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.